This is Dale and Cindy. They've been together for 26 years, and I had the chance to sit down with them and hear their incredible story about how God can take any hopeless situation and breathe life into it again.
Our family was completely in utter chaos. He had left home, wasn't living at home. We were separated, honestly. It really honestly took us to, we are officially divorced. We actually got a divorce over a year ago. I had literally given up all faith and hope that we were ever going to be able to be a couple again.
I hit a bad spot in my life where I moved away from the family and away from God. I actually went down a dark road that I am lucky that I am able to sit here because it got that bad. Honestly, thought about taking my own just because I figured it'd be easier. So it's like, when you hit rock bottom, which is where I was at, it was like, that's where you find out who your friends are. Mm-hmm. And who's gonna be there. And the only people who were there were the people that I was leaving behind.
Dale and Cindy's testimony is so applicable in our own lives. Dale goes on to tell us that he was in need of God's help, and in a moment of crying out to God, he felt a tug on his heart. God was saying to him, I can't move you if you're not willing to move yourself. So Dale did, and he was able to get his family back as he built a new foundation for their life with God as the center.
Yeah, it was just a point of giving back into him and letting him do something with it. And he did.
It's good.
Honestly, we shouldn't be sitting here being together, but God has the final say. And he brought people into our life at the right time, at the right moment. Brought us an amazing Christian counselor, and I had a friend that went to this church and said, you just need to try my church. Just go to this church. It's not like a normal church. Go to this church, it's awesome. We walked in and we were like, this is home. This is home. And when you come to this church and your dad stands up there and says, give us a year and it'll change your life, people honestly have no idea what that really honestly means, because it will. It'll change your life in more ways than you know. God has restored our marriage and restored our family. And so from this experience, God has brought us, I rededicated my life to Christ. He's rededicated his life to Christ. My children, 2 of our children have dedicated their lives to Christ. And my dad has now rededicated his life to Christ. So really honestly, the question is, what hasn't God done for us right now? He's done everything. Just when you're about to give up, don't give up, because that's when your miracle's gonna happen.
God has restored us in so many ways. And I don't know what I would do if God wouldn't have stepped into our life and made us move us in the right direction. So, with that being said, for starters, I want to say thank you for welcoming us home. Because if we wouldn't have found this home, we probably wouldn't have found restoration. And because of that, I do want to ask you a question. Will you continue this journey with me in spiritual and in love and remarry me?
Amen. Isn't that awesome?
I love getting to hear stories of God bringing love and hope into people's lives. Dale and Cindy's journey isn't over. In fact, now that their relationship is healed, a new chapter of their life can begin. And isn't this a great reminder that God can take one broken relationship and trade it for love, life change, and restoration?